So let's talk dividend stocks, my dividend portfolio. All the dividends I made in May. June is going to be an awesome month. I'm really looking forward to it. Probably going to be my biggest dividend month yet. So we'll talk about what's ahead in June. And then you guys can give me some feedback. Let me know how your dividend portfolio is doing right now with the pullback. I keep hearing over and over and over again that everyone's dividend portfolios are still kind of doing well. And if you're like me and your dividend portfolio is pretty much based around, these dividend aristocrats, these blue chip value type stocks, they really haven't seen this tech pullback, and it's been a nice hedge against the downside of the market over the last 6 months. My dividend portfolio has pretty much stayed pretty flat. It hasn't really gone up or down, nothing crazy, but it's at least stayed flat where the market is pulling back. And on days like today, where the market was up 2% for whatever reason, it really shows like the dividend portfolio is also up 2%. But let's not waste any time. Let's get right into the dividend portfolio. I'll show you the dividend portfolio and also the tracking software that I use. I do get a lot of questions about it, so I'll show you that. It is free. You can check it out if you'd like. So let's first dive down into M1 Finance. It's where I store my entire dividend portfolio. I challenge you to give me a better broker for a buy and hold portfolio. There is really no broker that is better for buy and hold. You can't trade on it. You can't buy during the day, but for buying and holding, whether it's ETFs, index funds, Roth IRAs, or dividend portfolios, the amount of people that I've shown the light that M1 Finance is probably one of the best options out there right now for a dividend portfolio. And it's the reason why I use it. I have automatic transfers. I have transfers into it every single Monday. I really think, guys, this is maybe a back end tip. With all the markets turning down and everything, I think the people that are going to be successful, it's frequency. It's the same as exercise, right? It's the frequency at which we do things. And that's why I automate this portfolio to put money in every single Monday. I put $100 in and automatically invest it into my dividend portfolio. And if you're new to M1 Finance, they call them pies and things like that, and different slices, your stocks, your slices. There's a little bit of a learning curve there, but trust me, nothing crazy. But this is the main platform, the main page. Right now, it's valued at $50,653.81. If we go to today, nice little day today, up 1%. We can see over the week, also green. The last month, also green. These are good things because all we're hearing about is doom and gloom in the market. I'm pretty sure, the last quarter still haven't really recovered from that Q1 and over the last year, which has been about how long this has been a dividend portfolio. I'm pretty much break even, which I will take when the market is down over the last year. Like I said, I'm using this as a hedge against my index funds and other things like that. A small percentage of my net worth, this is not crazy. 90% of my net worth is in index funds, just VTI, QQQ, VOO, those types of index funds. But this is, like I said, a small piece to hedge against the downturn in the market. If I click down into this portfolio, you can see 99% of it is dividend stocks. The other one is reward credit card stock. I have a credit card with M1 Finance, and if you own the particular companies, you get stupid cash back. So here are just some things I spend money on. If people always ask, what's that little 1% credit card? That's what it is. I shop at all these places using the M1 card, and they give me stupid cash back. It's been very, very nice. I pay it off, don't pay any interest. It's awesome. But here are my dividend stocks, and you can see my target is 4%. I have 25 dividend stocks, and I'll break down each one of them, their gains, their losses, their P&Ls, and things like that. And here's also another reason why I love M1 if you've never used it. You set your target weight at 4%. You can set them whatever you want. They don't have to be even. I just have them all set up evenly. And when you deposit money, which you can do once in the morning or once in the afternoon if you're M1 Plus, what it does is it buys each one of these and balances your portfolio along the way. So because Lockheed Martin is at an actual of 4.8, I haven't bought Lockheed Martin in a very, very long time because it focuses on these stocks that are down and underweight, and it buys those. Let me see if I can show you an example of that. So I just clicked on one of them that had a bunch. This one's from April 25th. So I put in $113.58. You can see it didn't buy all 25 stocks. It doesn't shift the money evenly with all the stocks. It bought the stocks that were low on those values. So Camping World, Starbucks, those were all underweight. And it does this to balance a portfolio over time. So if you have a runner, you can let that thing kind of run, but you don't keep dumping money into it as it becomes more overvalued, and then it gets smacked and you get smacked. It kind of says, okay, you're shooting up. JJ Buckner? JJ, I'm filming a video about you. I'm having a sip of my beer. All right? All right, buddy. Later. So it does this to balance everything so that there's not just one thing running away. And also, too, as prices drop and things become more value, right? As the price of that company goes down, it becomes more valuable. We can buy into that, buy the dip, so to speak, and that's how M1 balances everything out. So currently, like towards the bottom, I do have about half of them that are still underweight, and these are going to be the companies that get bought up more. The next time I put $100 in, it's going to scoop up a little bit of Target, a little bit of Stag, a little bit of Toyota, Camping World, all of these that I am just getting hit very, very hard on right now. But this is a buy and hold. I do not even consider selling. There is not one stock inside this entire portfolio, barring major news that comes out, that I plan on selling. I picked these 25. I like them. I'm not trying to add any. I'm not trying to get rid of any. It's just a set it and forget it type of portfolio, and I'm just collecting dividends. It's as simple as that. Speaking of those dividends I'm getting, here are some of them: 31 cents, $7. Here's a deposit, 22 cents from Apple. Realty Income paid me this month. Procter & Gamble, $11. Stag, $5.99. AbbVie, $22. Another weekly deposit. Caterpillar, another weekly deposit. Starbucks, another weekly deposit. Like I said, that's real. I wanted to show the weekly deposits, guys. It's not a lot of money. It's $100. It used to be my bar tab, or let's be honest, a fraction of my bar tab. But now I get to put it in and invest in myself. And that's, you should find an amount of money that you could just put into a dividend portfolio every single week. Here's the credit card rewards redemptions that I get for that card. And then I started off June, sweet, 13 and 15 from Intel and Aflac. Let's look more of like the overall scope and some of the metrics of this portfolio. So this is the dividend portfolio, guys. I've been using it for a little bit now. I got to be honest, I was a spreadsheet guy. I like the spreadsheet, but it was getting a little bit tedious putting in information, taking stuff from Google Finance and putting it in my spreadsheet. This, especially because there's a free version, there's also a premium version if you want to try that out, but there's a free version, and the free version is just doing awesome, allows me to link my accounts and things like that. And also too, anybody can become a referral. Like, you can refer this to your friends, they give you some money. Overall, been very, very happy with it. I do get questions about it inside the Discord that I do want to answer quick. If we looked at this number, like on M1 Finance, let's go back to M1 Finance quick. We see that over the last week, it says that I'm up $394, 7.78%. That's very different than what we see over here. And people ask me about this chart, Brad, what's going on with the chart? Let me explain to you from the best of my abilities. I've spoken to the dividend tracker, and this is what they've told me. The graph that you're going to see on here is going to be the graph since you signed into the dividend tracker and linked your account. They just went through and got another great company to help link. So I just relinked it last week. So this is pretty much what we're going to see as far as me being a part of the dividend tracker. That's what the graph is going to show you. So right now, if I click all, this picture should be the same each and every time because I don't have more than a week's worth of data inside the dividend tracker since I linked my account. This number up here is the P&L of all of the stocks currently inside your portfolio. So this P&L column just summed up. If you were to get rid of a stock, that P&L would change and it would no longer affect this number. And that relationship is to the portfolio value, but it doesn't factor in any P&Ls of stocks that you are no longer holding. So this is just, frankly, the sum of all the current P&Ls inside your portfolio. So for all the stocks, the 25 holdings that I have right now, I am down $2,262.14. These are some awesome metrics right here, guys. Like I said, stuff that I just didn't want to put formulas into the spreadsheet. The dividend yield, the dividend cost, June, $252 I'm going to get in June, which is awesome. And you can see that there's a whole payout calendar over here. If we look at the payout calendar, it gives you every single month. We'll go to M1 Finance portfolio. We can see June. It's going to be my biggest month yet. $252 after June was $55. I think my the one I just had in May. What's next May? $100. That was pretty much what I think I just got. But right here we can see everyone that's going to pay out that month and what their payouts are going to be as they're confirmed. They're put into here, and it's awesome. $252. I'm very much looking forward to getting $252 out of long-term capital gains and not even having to worry about it. But you can see that they also give you some information about diversification. Because I use M1 Finance, I am perfectly diversified. Look at all these. I'm not outweighed. I have 9 total sectors. That's what you get when you invest in blue chip, dividend aristocrat, dividend king type of stocks, right? Those are all going to be there for you. Back to the portfolio, we can see some of my best. Let's go to P&L. Some of my best right now, Abbey up 33%, Lockheed Martin up 24%, Southern Company, great utility, up 19. So I got 3 stocks that are still up over 19% for me. And we can see about half of them are green. Is it half? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Pretty much exactly half of them. Kimberly-Clark at minus 0.2%. We'll call that even. So yeah, so I'm pretty much even red, but let's see. 33.5 is my big winner. 33. All right, so Target is a bigger loser. I'm down $803 in that position, and I'm only up 500 in Abbey. So I'm taking a pretty big smack from Target, but like I said, not worried. This is a little bit of a pullback. The market was overvalued. I don't really think about value over value in these stocks. I know Starbucks was overvalued, so I expected them to get smacked down a little bit, but I don't think Starbucks is going out of business, right? We had some news, we had an illness, they pulled out of Russia, all these other things that are going on. So, but is Starbucks done? No, they're not done. So I'm not really worried about all these other companies, and these are all name brands. Guys, if you're new to investing, I promise you will recognize a majority of these companies, if not all of them. That's really how you should invest. Start with the companies that you know. All right, start with the companies that you know and go from there. The dividend yields, my lowest one, Waste Management, is 1.6. It's bringing down the overall yield of the portfolio, but all the way up to Camping World at 8.2. And that's really going up because Camping World's price still goes down. Verizon 5%, because Camping World at 8.2, you guys know if you've been following the channel for a while, once I get over 7%, I start to get a little sketched out, a little bit like, that's kind of what happened with AT&T. Everyone loved them, and then look what happened. So I'll be watching Camping World pretty closely, but once again, they definitely benefited from people being on quarantine and traveling and working remotely. So they've had a pullback this year as well. But other than that, right pretty much in the middle, mostly between 2.5% and 3% in the stocks. You can add other visible columns that you want, guys. Your average price, dividend grades, if you're into those sorts of things. Yield on cost, you can see like who's your best yield on cost. You could do that. I like the ones, I don't like too much data, which is another reason why I like just sticking with the spreadsheet. It's nice and simple. Well, let's run through. We'll start with the best portfolio, the best in the portfolio. Run through, just show you all the names, show you the 25 stocks that I am buying now and I'm going to continue to buy. You get down in the comments below. You can let me know which ones you hate. And if I was going to go up to 30, maybe what are some other ones that I might want to use or your favorite ones. Like I said, 8%, little sketch. So if it's over 7, I probably won't even entertain it, but I am always looking for ideas, especially in the Discord. We're always talking about dividend stocks. Abbey, Lockheed Martin, Southern Company, Caterpillar, J&J, Duke Energy. Between Southern and Duke, that's pretty much all the utilities you really would need. They're kind of like the bonds of the dividend portfolio. Aflac, Snap-on, Procter & Gamble, Pepsi, McDonald's, Waste Management, Kimberly-Clark, the dividend payer, the monthly dividend payer, I think they're called, Realty Income, Verizon, Smith & Wesson, Toyota, Lowe's, Intel, 3M, JP Morgan, Stag, Camping World, Starbucks, and we'll round it out with Target, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video and this little bit of an update. Let me know down in the comments how much you love dividend stocks and how it's doing in this market pullback. Until I catch you in the next one, stay positive, work really, really hard, always please be kind to other people. I hope you have yourself an amazing day and an even better tomorrow.